How we doing today, kids? Good, good. Well, today we're going to be reading How Did That Get in My Lunchbox? The Story of Food by Lucia Gaggiati. Interesting name. So, can anyone take a guess of what this book is going to be about besides food that's in your lunchbox? Okay, Jack? Yep, it's going to be about food. Okay. Sam? Okay, yes, we have a tractor here, so maybe where food grows. Okay, you're right. Anybody else? John? Okay, yep. Okay, so where food comes from, we have a little map here in the corner. Good. Well, let's get started here then. How did that book How did that get in my lunchbox? The Story of Food. This is by Chris Butterworth, illustrated by Lucia Gaggiati. All right, lots of food. Look at all that. One of the best parts of the day is when you lift the lid of your lunchbox to see what's inside. Your parents have packed it with lots of tasty things to eat. They probably got all the food from a grocery store. But food doesn't grow in stores. So where does it come before it was in the store? Does anybody have an idea of where food does come from before you go to the store? Because we don't walk in the store and pick our fruit from the ground, right? Our fruits and vegetables? No, right? Okay. Sam? Okay, farms, okay. Amelia? Cows, okay, yep, animals. We do get some food from animals. You're right. Okay. So let's see what we got here. Just how did all of this food get in your lunchbox? Well, we're gonna find out. But we have a sandwich here. We got cookies. Who doesn't like cookies? I know I love cookies. I can't lie. We got oranges here. Oranges are awesome. Apple juice. We got fruits and vegetables. Who loves apple juice? I know I love apple juice. I have to put some water in it because it's a little strong for me. But other than that, I love it. Okay. Let's see here. So, how did the bread in your sandwich get in your lunchbox? A farmer planted seeds in the spring, and by summer they'd grow into tall, waving wheat with fat, ripe grains at the tip of every stalk. Grains. The miller grounds the grains into flour, and trucks take the flour to a bakery. The bakers mix the flour with water, sugar, and yeast. It's needed to make it soft, squishy, doughy, and it's baked in the oven very hot. Out comes fresh loaves of bread ready to send to the store. Take a bite of the bread in your sandwich. Crusty on the outside and soft in the middle. Has anyone ever made bread with their mom and dad? John? No. Okay, maybe a few hands. Was it crunchy? Was it soft? Who likes soft bread? Raise your hand. I do. I can't do too much crunchy bread. It's crumbles everywhere. We don't like it. So about half of us like it. That's good. How did the cheese in your sandwich get in your lunchbox? Your cheese was once milk that came from a cow. A farmer milked the cows, and a tanker from the dairy came to collect the milk. Okay, talked about cows. Nice job. And the dairy cheesemakers warmed up the milk too, and added bacteria to make it turn sour and thick. Then added a substance that animals use to digest milk called rennet. 4. And it changed again into bits called curds floating in whey. 5. They drained off the whey, chopped off the rubbery curds, added some salt, and pressed them into blocks. Now we got the cheese. This part didn't look so tasty. But this part, cheese blocks. Number 6. They stored the blocks for months until the cheese was ripe. Bite into your cheese, it's creamy and smooth, but tasty too, and tingly on your tongue. Okay, who likes cheese? Raise your hand. Yup. So now we have an idea where cheese comes from, alright? It takes a long time. Right here, blocks were stored for months. So it's not always in one day. You can't really make it in one day. All right? How did your tomatoes get in your lunchbox? Last summer, your tomatoes were growing in a big plastic tunnel full of tomato plants. The sun and the warmth made the plants grow tall and bloom with yellow flowers. As each flower died, a tiny green tomato fruit began to grow from its middle. That's pretty neat. Day by day, the plants sucked up water and tomatoes swelled from green to orange to red. When bunches of ripe scarlet tomatoes dangled from the branches, the grower picked them and sent them, sorted them, packed them, and then sent them to the store. Pop one in your mouth and squish the sweet, sour juice out. I personally don't like tomatoes. If it's on a sandwich, I'll have it, but really not. So does anybody can take a guess? Do you think our pickers got to be tall or short? Tall? Well, here you guys see they're on their one's kneeling down and picking, so it could be tall or short. You don't have to be tall or short. All right. How did your apple juice get into your lunchbox? Last spring, the apple trees in the orchard were full of flowers. In summer, tiny apple buds grew from each flower stalk. The buds kept growing, and by autumn, the trees were full of ripe, sweet fruit. Pickers again, climbed into the trees and filled their bins with fruit. A truck took the bins to the juicy factory, where sorters threw out any rotten apples. We don't like rotten apples, right? I know I don't. Who has anybody ever eaten a rotten apple? Okay, John has. John, does it taste good? No, we don't really like that. No, that's why they take those out. So we usually don't find many of them. All right. Okay, then the machine washes the rest. There we go. 2, and mashes them into a milling machine. Seeds, skins, and everything. They just throw them all in there and just gets pressed down. 3, a huge press squeezes the mash till it's all juice. All the juices ran out. A heater warmed up the juice to kill off any germs. We don't like those germs, all right? No, we don't. 5, and it's poured into cartons. Just like you have your juice boxes, this is where it comes from. So a card on your straw to taste the apple tang. How did your carrots get in your lunchbox? Well, last spring, your carrots were growing in a field on a vegetable farm. You wouldn't have seen any carrots then, just long rows of feathery leaves. As the leaves grew taller in the summer, each carrot root pushed deeper into the earth, soaking up the water and turning orange. By late summer, they had swelled so much that the top of each carrot poked out of the earth. Then carrots were washed. None of us like dirty fruit, right? Fruits and vegetables, you gotta wash them. The carrots were washed and packed into trucks. Bite into your carrot to see just how sweet and crunchy it tastes. How did the chocolate chips get into your cookie? How did your chocolate chips in your cookies get into your lunchbox? Cookies are made from flour, sugar, and butter. And this one's got chocolate chips in it. Who loves chocolate chips? Samantha, you don't love chocolate chips? Oh, you gotta get out. Come on now. Chocolate chips? I love chocolate chips. They're awesome. But some people like white chocolate. It's all good. Chocolate starts off as a bean, while lots of beans will grow in pods on a cocoa tree. These pods are picked from the tree, then they're cut open, and the beans are scooped out. These beans are spread out and left to dry out in the sun. I'm going to stop right here. Hang on. Who knew that chocolate came from beans? I would never have guessed that. Anybody? Okay, there's 1 or 2 hands. You guys knew more than I did. I didn't know that. Okay. The dried beans are taken to a factory, sometimes on the other side of the world, just like we talked about on the cover, with coming from different places, right? In the factory, they are cleaned, roasted, and ground into thick, sticky paste. Number 3, sugar is mixed in so the paste gets sweeter, but it's still gritty, So it's squeezed, stirred, melted, and cooled to make it really smooth. It takes a lot of work to make chocolate. 4. Finally, the chocolate is molded into blocks. These are made into little chips that will melt in your mouth all over again. Who likes Hershey's? Anybody have a Hershey's? Okay, pretty much everyone, alright? Same thing. Put into those little blocks. Instead of putting them into little chips, they just send the blocks off, and that's an idea of what we get. Alright. How did your clementine get into your lunchbox? Oh, I love clementine. So tiny little guys. Early in summer, the trees in the clementine grove were full of sweet-smelling waxy flowers. As the flowers died, a tiny green clementine berry began to grow out of each one. The clementine swelled in the warm sun, turning from green to yellow. By the time cooler winter weather arrived, the clementines had turned orange and were so heavy and full of juice that they made the branches droop. That's crazy. Pickers again. Look at that good pickers. Pickers climbed ladders to reach them. They had to wear gloves so they didn't bruise the tender fruit in the skin, inside the skin. No one likes bruised apples, oranges. No one likes that. They washed them and picked them, and the grower sent the boxes in the trucks to the market. It's easy to peel a clementine. Then all you have to do is pop the juicy pieces in your mouth and bite. Most clementines are seedless. Now, has anybody had an orange that has seeds in it? Okay, because I don't like it because then I gotta spit it out. I might hit my friend. Ow, So does anybody else like oranges or clementines with seeds in them? No? Yeah, see, the majority of you guys don't. I think it just gets in the way, personally, but Alright, you've eaten all of it. From the first bite of bread to the last piece of fruit. It came from fields and farms, from orchards, from groves, from dairies. So many people helped bring it to you. Farmers, bakers, cheese and chocolate makers, pickers, packers, and truck drivers. And now it's all in your stomach, starting to do the job that food does. Helping you grow taller and stronger and giving you the get up and go. What's the get up and go? Anybody know what the get up and go is? I just heard that. What, like literally we're getting up and going, our energy, getting us to go energy. Okay, right, Samantha, I like that idea. Get energy. Okay, oh, it's a nice plate of food. You need more than lunch to make you grow and keep you healthy. Every day you need to choose food from each of the sections on this plate. Most of your food should come from fruits, vegetables, and carbohydrate sections. Carbohydrates. These foods fill you up fast and give you the energy to keep going. What are some stuff in here? Can you guys tell me? Sam? Okay, we got bread. Jimmy, what does this look like over here? Is it like a donut or a bagel? Okay, kind of type of bread. All right, Sam. Okay, rice, so like wheats. Let's see, Alex. Okay, pasta. We do have pastas too. Okay, so now we got the carbs out of the way. Fruits and vegetables. Another very very big section we got here that cuts our plate. Fruits and vegetables. Your body needs a lot of these to keep you healthy. Okay, so we have carrots, tomatoes, corn, juice, our apple juice, we know how that's made now. We got mushrooms, it looks like lettuce or broccoli. Alright, let's see. These foods are just as important as carbs, carbohydrates, fruits, and vegetables, but your body doesn't need as much of them. Protein. These are bodybuilders to help you grow these extra inches, Alright, so we got eggs here, we got some fish, some chicken, so it's more of meats, right? Alright. Next is dairy. It's a pretty good size section. It's not as big as our other ones, right? As we talked about over here. These are the bone builders. They also help your teeth grow strong. So when your guys' teeth fall out and then you get new ones, this helps you guys keep your bones strong. We got cheese, how we know how it's made, right? Dairy, we got milk, we got yogurt. I love personally strawberry yogurt. I don't know about you guys. Okay, banana, straw. Okay, you got a mix. Banana, strawberry. That's very good. I love that yogurt. That's good. Good stuff. Okay, now, do you guys all see this here? Yup, we got this little section right here. This little section of, looks like pizza, chocolate, cookies. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little upset. I wish the section was a little bit bigger, but let's see what they got to say here. Then there's the stuff you eat for a treat. Just a little of these is enough. Well, I guess that's why when you have a birthday party, you're only supposed to have one piece of cake. You know, when you have cupcakes, you're supposed to have one cupcake, and your parents tell you, hey, one cake, you've already had one. Well, I mean, now we know why, We have our carbs, our fruits, our vegetables, our chocolate, we should only have one of. We have dairy, and now we know how our plate should look like, right? And that is it.